Racist, misogynist,
narcissist.
I think he's a very good bloke.
So I am going to stand in this election in the Essex seaside town of Clacton.
Nigel Farage, one of the most divisive figures in British politics, has announced he'll be standing as an MP in the upcoming general election. So we took to the streets to see what people in London, along with his prospective constituents in Clacton-on-Sea, had to say about him.
Well, I wouldn't trust the word the guy says. He says he's not going to stand there, he is.
I think he's overly opinionated, narcissist with racist tendencies. He gets far too much airtime considering he's not standing as an MP this year.
Are you aware that as of an hour ago he is now standing as an MP?
No, I was not aware of that. For which party?
For Reform?
For Reform, oh God. But I really hope that no one votes for him because we've got a bit of a divided society in the moment and he's not helping.
He speaks down to earth and he speaks actually 100% what the public think.
And if Nigel Farage was to get into Parliament, what would you like to see him do?
More or less stick up for the lower paid people and his country. That's more or less it, really.
Well, I think we need some change, and I think sort of Labour and Conservatives are both the same. So, you know, even if it just gives them a kick up the what's it, because they don't seem to do what the people want, they just do what they want, and they're more important what Davros want. World Economic Forum, they're both involved with that, and they're unelected, and I think they're an evil organisation. So
he's got some ideas are right, but I think he's a bit extreme. Immigration to be curbed, yes, but I don't know how to do it. If I did, I'd be in Parliament, wouldn't I?
He's a waste of space.
What do you think about him now potentially entering Parliament if he wins his seat?
I can't even entertain the idea.
I think he's right.
Yeah, speaks the truth. England and UK are not racist anymore. We want to just keep us culture. It's nothing to do with colour of the people.
There's quite a few extremists that want to change our culture and that. And there's places in London that you can't even walk down the streets, you know. And I think that's so wrong, you know. It shouldn't. And they tell women that they can't wear miniskirts, you can't drink.
How would you feel about having Nigel Farage in Parliament?
Yeah, I just don't think it would be a good idea because I think it would kind of show right-wing voters that, you know, their views are legitimate, and I just don't think it would be a good idea.
I'm not a fan. I mean, to me he seems somewhat disingenuous, and clearly there is a movement in the country for something like Nigel Farage to exist. So I don't know, I think it's political representation is how democracy works. So I don't know, in principle it doesn't disturb me that much.
A bully and a braggart. In the European Parliament he was abusive to people, he made no great contribution, just a wrecker. And that's what I think he'll be in Parliament unfortunately if he does get in. I'm hoping he won't. I'm hoping Labour win this seat.
Before Farage announced his intention to stand in Clacton, Reform was standing at around 11% in the polls. But does he have a chance of landing a seat in Parliament, and can he help Reform win? Do you think that this could have any effect on the general election?
Unlikely. I think the impression I get about the Reform Party is that the first past the post system kind of means that they're not going to have any electoral success.
Do you think he's got a chance? Do you think he'll do well?
I sincerely hope not. He's standing in Clacton. I don't know what Clacton's like, but hopefully the people have got more sense than he has.
Oh, he would win Clacton,
definitely.
Yeah. But he won't win the election. He won't get no near.
Do you think he could ever win the election in the future?
Yes, definitely. 4 to 6 years, something like that. One. I reckon he will, yeah.
I mean, they've won here previously. Obviously, it wasn't Reform Party then, but he's won. Well, they've won seats here previously, so there's a chance.
And what do you think it'd be like having him as an MP if he did win?
As I say, no, not for me really. But I mean, I literally haven't decided who I'm going to vote for yet. But I wouldn't have thought it'd be the Reform Party.
Do you think the Reform Party have any chance at this election?
Yeah, they're going to get some blue-rinse Tories, aren't they? Who are racist, misogynists, and xenophobes. So like goes to like.
I'll vote Labour, but I wouldn't be surprised if Farage had a good chance of getting in down here.
And do you think he's got a good shot of winning this seat?
I hope so. No one can guarantee it, I'm afraid, but I hope so anyway.
You know, if Reform get more than 3 seats, I think they'll be lucky, so it's not going to make any difference really. But it's just that he's a good orator, and you know, he gets them worried, and you know, I just like to see some of the complacency kicked out of the Commons really.